EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader, a man who's won here in Florida on the PGA Tour, Sungjae Im, he's at 11 under. And our featured golfer, 4 shots back as we get things going. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. And that will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Good approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Scheffler now. This for birdie. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. Safely in. It's a par here at first. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. That one looking a little right. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And players have a option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. That ball's going to wind up into that boomerang-shaped bunker in the back left area surrounding this third green. Now, from off the Bermuda grass, his second at the par 3. Got to fully commit to this one as he'll try again. That is such a tough bunker to try and navigate. That's onto the green, but still a tricky distance coming up. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. That'll drop him back down to 7 under. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
Good smart play right here. If you're not positive you can clear it, you can't take on that water, and this will leave just a short wedge in from there. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. And this is looking really good.
I know it's the second shot golf course, but what an iron shot. I don't care. That's the first, the last. That's a great shot.
So from just off the fairway, this his second. Nope, that just did not look right from the start, and that ball is into the hazard. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his fourth now to the par 4. No, that's offline and directly into the water. So now following the drop, this will become the 6th shot coming up.
Time to just pick up and move on to the next hole.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And that puts him at 2 under for his round, 4 under for the tournament.
Frank, how about this par 4 fifth? I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4, though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas in these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now note his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 147 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green.
Oh, that was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
Just needed that a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Disappointing. A great opportunity here for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he'll move to 4 under. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 4 under. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
70 yards. All that's left here for his second. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. 9 feet left here for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he'll move now to 5 under par. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 5 under. We now arrive at the 451-yard par 4-7, slight dogleg right with a seemingly endless fairway bunker and lateral water hazard running almost the entire length of the left side of the hole.
A solid, a good drive in the fairway. That one gonna split the middle. Maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a good, solid tee shot. From the fairway Nota, this his second.
Left with 154 to the hole. Pin is...
And check. Well played.
So from right around the middle of the fairway, this his second.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. Will certainly help the cause. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You've come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s of TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
And that one going to wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, that nearly went in. That's a touch of class right there. Very good effort.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th, and he'll stay right where he is. Closing out the front side with a par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Now, from just under 300 yards, a second from the fairway at the par 5. He jumped all over that 3-wood and still couldn't quite get it home. Comes up just a little bit short, Frank, but pretty good shot.
Yeah, still in prime position on this par 5, Rich. That was 2 big hits. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Yes, the touch. Excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. Scotty with this for birdie. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. A dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. And that ball's going to be slowed up enough that it is going to wind up in the bunker. And anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand. Nah, coming out of the bunker, just couldn't get enough club head on the ball and comes up well short. Now Noda his second from the fairway.
107 yards to the front, 119 to the hole, standing on the wrong side of par right now, looking to get back to even.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticise that. There's always an adjustment of feel for a shot like that because you've got to judge what it feels like when you get so much grass between club face and ball. That's why the ball doesn't come out as quick.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you've got to work.
Rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And that'll move him to 7 under par. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Now
Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You'd be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
And that, a little beyond the hole, but a good shot. So he'll dig in here as he readies his third to this par 5. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Scheffler now. This for birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Okay, that ball online all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Redesigned for the 2017 Players Championship, the 358-yard par 4 12th here at TPC Sawgrass offers a risk-reward proposition. You can try and drive the green, but that water hazard on the left is a consideration. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th.
This is why so many players today favour distance. Good tee shot down there, nice and close to the green. Even though it's coming out of the rough, excellent chance for a birdie.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Clean lie here for his second to the par 3. Now a second to this par 3.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Now, from just under 170 out, this is second.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%. Well, that takes the strain off the next one.
Good lag putt right there. Scheffler with a soft hands, his third now from the bunker. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Okay, good putt, and a par here at 14. And he'll stay at 7 under. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass is a 470-yard par 4. Dogleg right with a drive through an alley of trees and over water. This tee shot is not for the faint of heart. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. A second shot looming here from right around 165 yards.
This could be a good one. Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
158 yards left to the hole. Pin in the back.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay at -9. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass. Par 5 at 523 yards. You think back some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. Nine feet remaining here for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And he will definitely not say no to that. Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Oh, that's got a hustle. Oh, that is an uncharacteristic mistake in what has been a round full of precision. That ball offline, off the tee, and into the water. Yeah, very nicely done there. Just about knocked that one stiff, and a short birdie putt coming up. Good stuff, though it is for a bogey 4. And he's going to drop back to -9. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Now to the 462-yard par 4 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, this is one of the hardest and most visually intimidating tee shots in the game. That's why you see a lot of players bail out to the right. Oh, look out. This is cutting it close. That's going to need to hang on. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there.
Outstanding strike right there, right at the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. looking to splash this softly onto the green. Oh, nearly hold that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. Now, Scheffler for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will finish off our round of golf. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will write an end to the round here today. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe leader takes us up.
Four decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader, a man who's won here in Florida on the PGA Tour, Sungjae Im, he's got it to 14 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, still lurking on the outskirts of contention, 5 shots off the lead. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Rough off the tee, straight out of the gate. That's interesting. So much will depend on the lie.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
He's got 115 yards to the front, 145 to the hole, pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag. Well, I got to say it, you hate to give away shots this early in the round.
Scheffler eyeing this one. It's for birdie. That one just going to sneak on by. Well, Frank, you know it's not ideal, but sometimes psychologically a bogey's not that bad.
It would have been easy to come completely off the rails there. So all in all, I'd take a bogey.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. He'll fall back to 8 under par. Second hole, it's a par 5.
You think birdie or eagle off this tee, and we've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left. But be careful of those pines.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2. Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Scotty with this for birdie. Just a hair off target, and those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. A chance now to get back to even here at 2. It's for birdie. Nope, that could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay right where he is.
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
There is a sneaky bit of break from left to right on this putt, but don't overdo it.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
This is a 13-footer. That is well judged. Straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. And that's going to move him to 8 under. So that, safely in, it's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. This is really a fun hole here at TPC Sawgrass. A lot of excitement, a lot of action. A short par 4. The fourth is only 384 yards. The trouble here on that second shot, you can see the water in front. If you're not accurate, you misjudge the distance, you can pay a stiff price.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
So tempting to go for it right, but that's a very smart layup. Going to leave a simple little wedge shot into this fourth green. Just 90 yards remaining here for his second, into the par 4.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
That's a high-quality shot right there. Scheffler now. This for birdie. A 4-footer here for birdie.
No, boy, he played that out to the right, and that didn't budge. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he's going to remain at 8 under. Okay, safely in for his par, and he'll remain right where he is. Up next, the difficult dogleg right, par 4 fifth, the longest par 4 at TPC Sawgrass, measuring 471 yards. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Frank now getting set for the second shot here at the 5th.
Yeah, relatively big green or flat green, but you've got to be careful. If you miss it on the left, especially in that left rough just short of the bunker, it's a little devilish of a chip. And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Now this for birdie.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that won't help the cause one bit. On now to the 6th, the hole that Pete Dye called the most beautiful hole at TPC Sawgrass. It's a par 4 at 393 yards. The water is self-evident left, framed by a long bunker that shapes the left side of the fairway. Up near the green, Precision's important as there are no fewer than 7 bunkers of various sizes waiting to swallow up errant approach shots. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Oh, that is how you get to be world number one. A beautiful shot there to get it in tight. 11 feet away. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Oh no, he saw something I didn't, because that doesn't move that much. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, no shortage of trouble here at the 451-yard par 4-7. You've got that fairway bunker that goes forever, and then the lateral water hazard running almost the entire left-hand side of the hole. There's trouble wherever you look here. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. And that will not make it to the pond, but it is in that long left side bunker here at 7. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Good clean strike out of the fairway bunker, safely on the green and inside 20 feet.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
Yes, it's 126 yards left to the flag and the pin on the front portion.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast, just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet.
Yeah, just didn't play enough break there, and it comes up short.
8 feet now for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7. Will certainly help the cause. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. That one safely on the putting surface. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Going to have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Pretty good effort right there.
Just a tap in.
13 feet away. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. All right, in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
That's a nice shot right there. Landed just short, released onto the green, and now a chance for an eagle 3. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot. Well, gonna get a chance to try that again. This is the 4th shot now, coming out of the bunker. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Oh, boy, the pace was perfect. He just didn't quite want to go down. But what a well-played hole. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean this is an even par front side. Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 234 for the front side. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, is anything other than flat.
And that's what we'll need to see on these final 9 holes if they're going to get back into it. That's in the fairway at 10. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
153 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting back right.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie. No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
He has a 12-footer here. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by.
8 feet remaining here for birdie.
Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 11 under par. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Par 5 11th is 558 yards. Again, this is an opportunity if you want to take on the risk, and it is considerable. This is a chance to jumpstart the round, make an eagle, get a little momentum. But you have to be willing to potentially pay a price if it doesn't work out. That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. That is a really good shot. On and two on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And he gets it to 12 under par. So that brushed in for a par here at 11. And he'll remain at minus 12. On now to the 12th. It's a par 4 at a mere 369 yards. And with a number like that, it means for many players, this is drivable. But before taking the head cover off the driver, consider there's water left, pot bunkers right, and a gentle slope both in front of the green and to the left that can guide any mishit over the guardrails and into the pond.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
Okay, on the green, but let's go leave a putt that will get your attention. It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. This now for birdie at 12.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. Now, Scheffler for birdie. Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And he's back within 4 shots of the lead. There's 6 holes to play. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's going to try and make a late charge here, down 4 with 5 holes remaining.
Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
Frank, challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done.
Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Scheffler eyeing this one. It's for birdie.
Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you got to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. And that ball Absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. From the fairway nota, this his second.
143 yards left to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
He split the middle of the street on this one. He's going to have a good look. Second shot.
Now that's a shot we can all learn from. Well thought out, pitched the ball short, saw the corridor up there, lets it bounce up on the green, and now a putt inside 10 feet.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
And that will do just fine. Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. Not quite on in two. Here's the third from the greenside bunker.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
So now this, just outside 10 feet for eagle. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And that's going to leave him 3 back with just 2 holes remaining. Well played there, a birdie here at 16. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Well, now to the 17th, and it is always a fascinating struggle here between trust and fear, commitment and collapse. The 17th, you're never really safe. 6-shot lead, you'd still watch the leader play the 17th.
This one has a chance to be close. Oh, yeah, beautifully judged right there. This hole has brought so many to their knees, but that is about as well as you hit a tee shot here at 17.
Well, fortunately, that's dry, but it is short of the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3. Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot. That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. It'll hold tight at minus 13. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now note his second from the fairway.
155 to the hole, pin just on the front edge.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Frank, you found dry land, that's the good news, but now you have this second shot, which is very daunting.
Yeah, once again, you're looking at water on the left side, so the tendency is to miss it on the right. But that's a very, very difficult up and down. This is another second shot, you just got to brave it. Really nothing wrong with that approach shot, just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Scotty with this for birdie. "14 feet to the hole. That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will finish off our round of golf. So, Frank, not quite enough to get the job done in the end, but I think you'd agree titles are nice, but if you can rack up top 5 finishes, you're going to do just fine. Especially when you have a strong field like we saw today. So I think top 5, certainly give yourself a pat on the back. So for Frank Nobilo, go. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the rugged Pacific coast of Oregon, it's opening round coverage of the Pacific Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to close the deal this week after a strong top 5 finish a week ago. And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Oh, that is way right. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
142 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Champ now with a look at birdie. That is so painful when you come up that short.
Why is it that putts on line come up short?
Oh, well, that is not what you want to see on the first hole. He's already thinking this better not be one of those days. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And he'll stay at 1 over. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. And this, not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. Whoa! Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand, and a good chance to save par. Look here at birdie.
And this putt moving right the whole way. Got to keep the pace up to hold its line.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain at 2 over par.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. Bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. Oh, that came out funny, and it started way left. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Well, that's really a good job right there to advance that ball down the fairway. That came out pretty clean, Frank.
Yeah, clean as a whistle, and now actually in great shape in this par 5.
That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly. Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. This is an 11-foot putt. That is well judged. Straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf. That ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. And this ball absolutely piped. It is right down the middle. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
He's looking at 141 yards to the front, 158 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know, might even sneak a birdie.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll remain at 1 under par. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Well, if you're worried about being a little wayward with the driver, this is the right course of action, and it's a nice job to find the fairway with the iron. Now Noda his second from the fairway.
145 left to the hole, pin sitting on the right. Gap wedge flying in right over the flagstick. Good looking.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
good soft hands. That is nicely done. Champ standing over this for birdie. This from about 10 feet. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at 2 under. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. Boy, that ball got caught in the breeze, and it was just along for the ride. Much too firm there. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Now this for birdie.
And this is pretty flat all the way. I don't think there's much in it at all.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. We head away from the coast now, due east as we come to the par 4 7. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
There's two schools of thought here. Bomb a driver down there, but perhaps have an awkward yardage, or hit the 3-wood and have a full iron in here.
So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
So now from just 76 yards away, here's his second. Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and there's two things to think about with this putt, that right to left break and also the slope. It is quite quick and will demand a soft touch.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll move to 3 under par, just 3 back. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green.
In golf, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Now, Champ, this for birdie. Good job of deading it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Look here at birdie.
Absolute perfect spot to putt from. Very little break, if any. He should be able to just run this right in.
Nope. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay at -3. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certain not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. So now this one, got to have enough to get up a fairly steep slope. This for eagle. Thunderbolt right there. What a putt. He can't seem to do anything wrong in this round. Wow. So after 2 good shots to get here, this a long look for a possible eagle. Coming off the eagle. This for birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity, unfulfilled. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And he'll go out in 34, 2 under par for this front side. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at the 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
And this one probably needs an extra nudge just to get it up that slope, but overall, it's not a difficult one.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain at 6 under par. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. From the left side of this fairway, he'll look over his second.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This could be a good one.
Just need a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
A straightforward look here for birdie.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's another shot.
Now this for another birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and this will remain a one-shot advantage.
On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here, as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And this will stay a one-shot lead. So, a tough hole. It's in for bogey at 12. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. This one turning left a bit off the tee.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5.
Just a bit too much on the second shot on this par 5, but shouldn't have too much trouble getting it up and down for the birdie.
Another excellent shot from around the green.
Champ now with a look at birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And that's going to stretch the lead to 2 shots. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee and it works out to perfection. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
And this not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Chance now for another birdie.
Yeah, this one's straight down the hill. Just really needs a tickle to set it on its way, and it will pick up speed as it gathers down that slope.
Oh, that is so nicely judged from that far away. That required a lot of touch down the slope. Well done. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateau green is not a bad play here. Oh dear, that looks thick in there. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right.
Oh, he gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway.
Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. Sets up a simple little chip and a birdie.
This one definitely going to pick up speed as it goes along its journey. This for an eagle. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
We're looking at 126 yards to the front, 122 to the hole. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Oh, my goodness, that is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Just going to sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And the lead's going to remain 2. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay at -9.
So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
You do not have to hit driver here. Look at this hole. 3-wood. No problem whatsoever with this. Just knock it down the fairway. You're fine.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. That worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up in that front third.
Now, to possibly finish this round in grand style, a long look for eagle. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will write an end to the round here today. Yeah, that's well played. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to wrap up our 18 holes of golf. Our featured golfer right there after day 1, sitting at a tie atop the leaderboard.
Everything to play for these next 3 rounds. I mean, you couldn't really set up a leaderboard